The Western Conference NBA Playoffs, Round 1 continues. The Grizzlies have a battle ahead. Can they even the series at 2 games apiece? They know they can win, and now must rise to the occasion with millions of fans looking on as they square off against the Thunder. Round 1 of the NBA Playoffs continues.
Great to have you with us. Game 4 of Round 1 in the West. We're happy to bring it to you live on 2K Sports. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. Here are the starters for Oklahoma City. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at small forward. And for the Grizzlies, manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. Jaren Jackson out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Wells in at the 3. You look at the Grizzlies, what a great chance here for them to bring the series even at home.
A great chance indeed. This team is very much alive, and they know it. A win here makes it a best-of-3 series.
Just 5 to shoot. And it's Morant missing.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
Dort finds Hartenstein. Back to Dort. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander, pounded by Morant. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Here's Holmgren. It's rebounded by Memphis.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Here's Morant. Morant with the slam!
Well, this is what the fans want to see. Morant showing off all of his superb athleticism.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. And we're about a minute into the first. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Memphis' head coach for a minute. I asked him specifically about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and what their defensive game plan is for him, and coach said we have to be active, we have to keep him in front of us, and to try to limit his chances around the rim. Their offense really opens up when he's able to attack the basket, so let's see if the defense is up for the challenge. B.A.?
Okay, thanks, Allie. And that one's good. Holmgren.
And this is where Holmgren is such a scoring threat. His size can make interior shots easier to find.
Jackson outside. Pass to Wells. Back to Payne. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Outside, Williams. Pass to Hartenstein. Dort against Payne. From deep, Holmgren. And he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Up top, Payne. Williams defending. Payne, the pass to Clark. No good. Thunder with a lead. Dort outside. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter. Someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
Timeout call. Memphis.
Looking now for some consistency. Just too many missed shots.
Yeah, right now, coach needs to draw up his best play, get some points, and give this team some confidence.
And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Holmgren. Joe's checked in for Dort. And it's Caruso in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Edey. Back to Aldama. Kicks it out to Clark. Now here's Morant. He's guarded by Caruso. To win the drought. Morant with the bucket. Getting it done inside. Morant's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, so tough to knock Morant off balance, and he's so talented with keeping his focus on the basket.
Williams from long range gets the 3 ball to go.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Aldama. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Defense way up on Aldama there. He barely had any room, hence the whistle.
So both teams changing it up here, and so he makes both from the line. 19 seconds left in the first quarter here. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires from 14. No luck on that one. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Oklahoma City ahead. They're up by 3. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And we welcome you back to Game 4, folks. Thanks for joining us. And what do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. It's a 3-point game. Taking a look at the Thunder. They've got Williams, Aaron Wiggins out there with Alex Caruso. And it's Isaiah Joe. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the 1.
Gilgeous-Alexander lifting off and hammering it down with all he's got.
Kennard outside. Takes the 3. The rebound by Wiggins. Thunder leading by 5. Pass to Joe. Back to Wiggins. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Defended by Jackson. No one covering. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9.
Yeah, total focus from Shea there. Ready to go off the feed.
And we played through the first minute here in the second. And Jackson gets double-teamed. Jackson with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pippen. The shot no good. Ooh, some solid defense from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Such a great leaper. Caruso is tough to stop in the paint.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. And the first one at the line is good. So for Oklahoma City, Hartenstein comes in for Williams, and it's Lou Dort in for Joe.
Well, just a great guy to have in the rotation. Caruso gives you effort, he gives you shooting, and the ball rarely sticks in his hands. He keeps it moving.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
Here's Pippen. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And stolen by Hartenstein. Deflected. They retain possession. Grizzlies trail by 10. Outside Bain. Inside. Here's Edey. Blocked. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. Here's Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Here's Pippen. Pass to Edey. Now Bain. Dort defending. Left side Bain. Shot to stop the run. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got 5 rebounds tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. Free throw line jumper. Look at Shea playing big inside.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Time called here. The Grizzlies decide to talk it over. Aldama's checked in for Memphis. Ja Morant comes in for Pippen. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Williams comes in for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. We've got 1:13 left in the second period. Morant against Caruso. Back to Aldama. Just 4 to shoot. Rejected by Holmgren.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Yeah, this is the elevated energy level you expect in the postseason, chasing down blocks and making an impact.
Clark is checked in for Memphis. Jaren Jackson comes in for Aldama. Caruso against Morant. Dort outside. Pass to Hartenstein. Caruso outside. Hartenstein a screen to the inside. And Hartenstein slams it in.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Now here's Morant. Here's Clark. He's guarded by Hartenstein. Caruso against Morant. 5 to shoot. Over Caruso. And that one's good. Morant's got 6.
Well, the defense is going to give Morant that shot. They're trying as hard as they can to defend the rim. That opens up the mid-range jumper.
It'll count. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Oklahoma City up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. We'll be right back after this word.
Hello and welcome. And here in Game 4, you couldn't have drawn up a better first half for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And you look at the numbers. They're playing so well offensively, nice flow. Only a few wasted possessions, guys.
And if they continue on this track, they're pulling away down the stretch. Mark my words.
Looking at this series for the Memphis Grizzlies. I'll get straight to it, Kenny. Is this a must-win game for them?
They might not want to admit it, Ernie, but this is a must-win game. I look at this team and I think if they drop this one, it's going to get into their heads and they're not coming back.
Stop it, Kenny. It's not over yet. They know how to respond when their backs are against the walls.
Well, I guess we'll just have to see how it plays out, huh? Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
Thanks for joining us again for round 1 of the NBA playoffs. You have to like what we're seeing from Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
What makes him an exciting player is the ultra-aggressive mindset that we saw over and over in the first half.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
Oklahoma City leading by 14. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. Brandon Clark out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Wells in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Gilgeous-Alexander's shot is good.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And so Moran will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Pass to Clark. Good, and the setup by Moran. Clark's got his first points of the night. Oklahoma City shooting very well, 62%, and going right at the defense. Screen by Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. A rebound by Jackson. Well, Memphis shooting only 31% in the game. Back to Morant. Off with the layup. And at this point, they're loving this big lead.
Absolutely. And they haven't really faced a lot of resistance.
Williams. And there's a 3-second violation. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Bain against Dort. Now here's Bain, guarded closely. Good work defensively by Dort. Oklahoma City shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And we've got a timeout called by Mark Dagnall. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. First free throw is good. And Williams drops them both. Grizzlies trail by 16. Outside Morant. Pass to Bain. Now here's Jackson. He's covered by Holmgren. Jackson down low. Holmgren's there. Oh, an amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Moran against Gilgeous-Alexander. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. For Memphis, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Here's Wells. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. And stolen by Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander against Morant. Pass to Holmgren. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low. Here's Hartenstein. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Jackson. Rejected by Holmgren.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Here's Williams. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. There's a minute 12 left to play in the third quarter here. Morant looking for an opening. Oh, Morant sinks the triple.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Up and in on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 15 points.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Pass to Clark. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul. Memphis making a switch here. Aldama's checked in. And also a switch here for Oklahoma City. Caruso, he's checked in for Holmgren. "36 seconds left in the third quarter. Hartenstein against Clark. Back to Aldama. 5 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot. There's Jackson with the three. And again, it's Memphis missing. Caruso outside. And the foul on Alex Caruso. That's his first foul of the game.
Check this out. That's only their second turnover tonight. They've kept great control of the rock.
Substitution on the court.
Grizzlies trail by 15. Now here's Jackson. To the wing on the left. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Oklahoma City ahead, up by 15. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter when we return. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
Great to have you with us again as we return to our coverage of round 1. Well, the Grizzlies shooting poorly, just 30% so far. And Oklahoma City looking at who they've got to start the 4th. They've got Alex Caruso. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Isaiah Joe. Then it's Williams, and it's Wiggins in at the 4 slot.
Yeah, Bane is dangerous from three-point land. The defense has to chase him off that line.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Gilgeous-Alexander punches it home.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
Pass to Pippen. To the paint. And stolen by Williams. And here's the fast break. Here's Wiggins. Finished off the break. And the Thunder lead by 16. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for Oklahoma City.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And let's talk about their blocks. When you're facing a team swatting shots, it becomes a mental situation as well. Makes you think twice before you fire.
Oklahoma City making a switch here. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. Jalen Williams, he's checked in for Caruso. And it's Dort in for Joe.
Well, with his quickness and physicality, it's not easy to guard Morant without fouling.
The first one falls. And Morant drops them both.
Well, the way that Morant is able to twist and contort through a defense, he is one of a kind in that regard.
Pass to Hartenstein. Outside, Williams. To the middle. And it's Hartenstein. That time on the assist from Williams.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Now here's Clark. Back to Jackson. Pass to Morant. To the paint. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's on Isaiah Hartenstein.
At the line for the Grizzlies, Brandon Clark, taking 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. And he sinks the second. We're about 2 minutes into the 4th here. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Morant. Gilgeous-Alexander no good.
The fall away, upping the degree of difficulty. You wonder if perhaps they could have gotten a better look.
Here's Bane over Williams. Solid defense from Williams. Oklahoma City leading by 15. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the inside. Stolen by Bane.
And with time running down here in Game 4, we've got to give credit to what a terrific performance it's been for the Thunder.
They were the more accurate club. And in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
Defensive foul. Remains good. First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for Memphis. Shot Morant. Shooting one.
And Morant no good on that one.
The boundless athleticism Morant has is really special. He's someone that is always in attack mode.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Morant. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Defense is right there. And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for the Grizzlies. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Morant with the slam! And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Well, Grant, this game looks just about over.
B.A., all they really need to do is just work that clock, don't turn it over, and this game is a wrap.
And there it is for him.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
Come on, this kid is electric. Morant draws a lot of fouls with the way he plays.
Morant. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And Morant drops them both. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Outside Joe. Back to Mitchell. Williams grabs the board. And so Oklahoma City takes this one, and by a big margin. And with this win, they'll jump out to a 3-1 lead in the series. A commanding start.
And they can't afford to take their foot off the gas pedal. The job isn't done yet, but it's close to being all she wrote.
Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us for the first round of the Western Conference playoffs. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Isaiah Hartenstein.